Hello, welcome to Prequel, Sequel, Requel, the show where we pick a film and give it a prequel, a sequel, and a requel with our comedy panel. And let's bring them straight in this evening. First of all, we've got Eddie French. Let's bring him in. Hello, Eddie.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Right? I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm good, mate. Yes, thank you.
Good. Very pleasant there. Anything to report?
That's the banter for the moment, yeah. I had a good week.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah, I met a person who didn't live in my house today because I went to buy a computer monitor from them through eBay, and that felt like socializing. So I'm really pepped up on the spirit of joy and human kindness.
Lovely.
And the monitor worked, so I'm not going to go back and egg his house or else. So
that's the most important bit. It works.
Yeah.
Right, let's bring our next panel member in this evening. It's the wonderful Natalie Smeaton.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hello. Woo! As if we didn't have a 5-minute conversation beforehand. I've blown the magic. Sorry.
No.
Well, there's how's your week been, Nat? Sorry.
Do you know what? I have had a lovely week, thank you. I've made the most of it because I go back to work tomorrow.
Oh.
So
do you want to plug where you work? Are you allowed or not?
I don't know whether I'm allowed. Like, as in, will you get into trouble? Well, anyway, Lush's opening.
I will get into trouble. Look,
Lush's opening next Monday.
You could have cleverly done it like they sell bath bombs.
It's a very highly scented shop.
Yes.
It's very lush. Yeah, we're opening on the 15th. So
I want to know how the sales assistants are going to be able to sell anything without hugging the customer afterwards. It's going to be they're just going to be stood there like this, like toddlers learning to walk. Like, oh no! It's
no aggressive.
We'll get some more lush material in a minute because we've got one more panelist. Waiting in the wings. I knew there was somebody missing. Here he is. Are you ready? Please welcome Phil Smith.
Woo! Have I got the film wrong?
No,
you said we were doing Taxi Driver.
I did say we were doing. You're right. If you're keeping up with this program,
you're talking to me.
I did actually announce we were doing Taxi Driver last week, but then we thought we'd better do a blockbuster for you this week. So we thought we'd change it up a bit. But you look lovely, Robert. Thanks for coming.
Some millennials complained they didn't know what old films were, so we had to do some new ones.
So what we're doing instead?
We are doing Avatar tonight. So Avatar is the show. I just want to say a quick hello to everybody watching on Facebook Live. Thank you very much. If you've not seen the show before, I briefly explained at the start. You might have missed that though. This is called Prequel, Sequel, Requel. We pick a film every time. This week it's Avatar. All our panelists have to give us a 1-minute pitch to give us a prequel, a sequel, and a requel. Then we can open it up for questions from the panel. Later on in the show, this is where our lovely audience come in. You can vote for who you think was the best pitch. And also, tonight we're asking for you to give us a new title for a Sherlock Holmes film. Anything you like, and then we'll do a bit of riffing on that at the end. We've got a hi there coming in on the messages. It's actually got our banner on it. That's nice as well. Thank you for that. So let's crack on with the show, shall we? Oh no!
Yes.
No, I'm not doing it now.
Sorry, I'm really distracted because I've had to seal myself in this room, and not to let the cat in because we've got a few things in here that he can knock over. And my dad has just opened the door to ask me if I want a cup of tea, and let the cat in. So at any point, a fan or a box of wool or something, it could fall on me. I'm slightly distracted, and we've got Robert De Niro in the chat as well.
Yeah.
So. It's all magic.
He's going to wet his mask. I'm sorry, his face if he does that.
I'm not happy about Avatar, Chris.
No one's happy about it, mate.
Who picked that shit?
We've picked it, don't worry. There might be a bit of language tonight. Phil always reminds me of this. If you've got any kids watching, send them away. Send them out of the room. It is an adult show, so anything could be talked about, as they do. I don't know what these pictures are. I've not seen them in advance. So what I like to do at the start of everything, all these shows, is to read the back of the DVD box, just to remind everybody who's not seen Avatar in a while. Probably these guys haven't watched it as well. For this one. It's 3 hours long, I think, in it, director's cut. So I'll read you what happens in Avatar, just to recap everybody who's watching on Facebook as well. So here we go. This was the back of the box. So, paraplegic ex-Marine Jake Sully finds a new life on the distant planet of Pandora, only to find himself battling humankind alongside the planet's indigenous Na'vi race in this sci-fi epic from director James Cameron. The beautiful but deadly planet of Pandora holds resources that the human invaders are determined to control, no matter what. Jake, his consciousness transferred into a genetically...
You can do it!
There's a lot of big words in this. I should have read it beforehand. Jake, his consciousness transferred to a genetically grown Na'vi body, leads scientist Grace Osteen on an exploration of the hostile planet. But when Jake is recruited, oh my God, when Jake is rescued by Na'vi princess Natiri, he begins to question which side of the war he truly belongs on.
No way.
Can tell it's live.
I am impressed that it was a woman's name that tripped you up the most.
No, it was genetically that tripped me up, and then it just went.
Oh, was it?
South from there. Consciousness.
You got Sigourney Weaver's surname all tongue-tied. Anyway.
No. We've got a few LOs already tonight. That's nice. There we go. Blast from the past, Amy Forrester.
Hey.
Hello, Amy.
Hello, Amy. Thanks for watching. Oh.
He doesn't want to be on.
Ron said hello. It's camera shy. Cat shy. Right then, so we're going to crack on with the prequels. We all know what to do now. I'm going to give you a minute on the clock to pitch your prequel to us. And we're going to start this evening with Phil.
Ooh.
Just before we start, I've just got to say, I couldn't bring myself to watch this crap. I really couldn't. So I tried reading the synopsis, and even that was full of really hard to pronounce names and things. So this is going to be good.
It will be good. We'll see what you've come up with anyway. You surprised us last week. Week before, I think you won it all, didn't you? If I remember.
Yeah.
Right then, okay. Yeah. I've got you a minute on the clock. This is your prequel. Hang on, let me get my little banner up. Let me do it properly. Here we go. Prequels. There we go. Your time starts. Phil, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Right, so my prequel is very simple. It's 1986. A guy called Hugh, played by Rhys Ifans, works for a mining company in South Wales and discovers a new mineral that has apparently been on Earth for centuries. They just call it, well, it ain't coal, is it? Which later on identifies as unobtainium. I think that's said incorrectly. We later find out this mineral comes from another planet and landed on Earth via the meteor strike that killed the dinosaurs. A war breaks out between all major nations as this mineral has priceless attributes to reduce carbon, generate green energy and save the planet from global warming, but can also be harvested for nuclear weapons. Nuclear war happens. The world is destructed. The rebuild begins with Earth's survivors. That's my prequel. It's doom and gloom.
Wow.
Doom and gloom. Right,
thanks for cheering me up.
48 seconds. 48
Still sounds better than Avatar.
It is.
Okay. Lovely. Right. Questions. This is your chance to grill Phil. Eddie and Nat, have you got any questions for Phil on his epic there?
Does your hero, did you say Rhys Ifans? Did you say who was it?
Rhys Ifans.
Yeah. Does he survive right to the end, or does he die a noble, heroic death trying to stop a nuclear warhead from exploding?
He survives right to the end, along with a top scientist played by Danny Dyer, and they then hold the secrets to the new world, surviving after the nuclear fallout.
Okay.
Sounded like quite a good answer, that actually. It sounded like you knew what you're on about, which is.
I'm just quite disturbed.
Yeah. I'm very glad. Unfortunately, my mind's gone completely blank because you reminded me that they called this vital mineral unobtainium.
Yeah.
And it made me just reboot my brain. So I'm going to have to learn to drive again. I don't even know who my parents are. It's that stultifyingly stupid a thing. But
surely that was a placeholder in the script that they didn't fill in later. Surely.
Yeah, you'd think it sounds sarcastic, doesn't it? Oh, there's unobtainium. We'll call it Navi Samara or something like that in a bit, but whatever. And then they got on set and went off. I say on set. There wasn't a set. I would like to know, as it's sort of, you say it was the 1980s and mining and all that. Given that it's June, which is Pride Month, can we combine it with the infinitely better film Pride, and enjoy a small mining town hard on their luck, learning about themselves and others.
Yes, we can do. And
Sounds nice.
I would insist that the actress Faye Marzi is still part of it because she was in that film as well, and she's from near my hometown as well.
I'm absolutely fine with that. There's no argument from me there. Perfect.
Good. She's also in Game of Thrones.
Good. We've made a better film than Avatar. Wow. The first of 9 of them this evening.
I'm not feeling a lot of love for Avatar in this room.
Watching Avatar, or the hour and a half that I managed to watch today, it's like receiving the plainest piece of low-quality white bread on the most beautifully created plate in the world. You go, oh, well, yeah, sure, that is all good, but it's just a piece of dry white bread of low quality. There's no substance, but honestly, the presentation. Oh,
I was going to say, Chris, my reference is, have you seen the remastered Mickey Mouse cartoons at the minute? It's a bit like that. It's nowhere near as good as the original Mickey Mouse ones. They've just tarted it up and made it look all fancy, and it's shit.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's try and keep them open mind, though, as we do this. people might have seen Avatar, although Kerry's just popped up and said, "No, seen Avatar." None of this makes sense. Don't worry, you're not alone.
I had an open mind, and then I rewatched Avatar, or the first half of it, and just went, "It might as well be called Sergeant Hates Foreigners." It's just awful. It's
as if they have put a load of placeholders in the script and forgot to finish it. The whole thing. I'm amazed somebody didn't come in and go, dialogue.
Anyway, this is scientific explanation. Now get out there and find the unobtainium.
Yeah. I'm just reading the stage directions out. Grabs gun off the casing and runs out. Anyway. Right, let's crack on then. So we got prequel next for Eddie. I'm going to put you a minute on the clock.
Okay, cool.
Let's see how much bashing of Avatar everybody can do this evening. Just taking a different turn this on it. Right. Away you go. So
Sigourney Weaver's character, Grace, the one good character in it, from what I could tell, is running the Navi school that we hear about in Avatar. And it turns out that the cheerleading squad of this Navi school are the envy of the entire planet. Their cheers are fresh, they're radical, and they're unmatched by any other group. Now, unfortunately, one day, a new girl who arrives at Colonial Scum School for the Eradication of Navi Culture, which is what the school's full title is, notices that the cheers were stolen from a low-income Navi school. And it's one that happens in the big tree with the hammocks on it. And so after visiting them and watching them train, the cultural traitor Navi, they do a new routine at the finals. They come second, but they do learn about themselves, which is the exact plot of
Bring It On.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But with some blue cat things. Better film than Avatar. Bring it on.
Right, okay.
Go
I wasn't even looking at the clock. Minute and a bit. Right.
Even the host is bored shitless with Avatar.
I'm not bored. I'm trying to make my notes while I'm talking.
Your world class notes. You remember them from last week? Phil did one with some words in, something like that. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I actually just wrote, instead of writing Big Tree, I put Big Train, which is the Simon Pegg sketch show that's very good. Anyway, right, okay. Questions then, Phil and Nat.
I want Eddie to do at least one of the Navi cheers, please.
Okay, yeah. It'll be ready. Okay. We are the Navi. We live in a tree. We're gonna live up there, just you and me. And in the branches every night, we're gonna say, we are the Navi. We will win. Okay.
Oh, come on.
That shut me up, didn't it?
That was good. You were ready for that.
Yeah.
So you better bring it, is what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
You better bring it.
Phil, have you got a question for Eddie?
I imagine Phil has seen Bring It On. I can't see why he wouldn't have watched that one.
Yes, I have. Question.
Yeah.
Obviously, with this being a prequel, and in the original where Cameron likes to employ unknown actors to play the lead role, would you go against that and have a star in the prequel? And if so, who would it be? And if not, who would the unknown be? And don't say you.
Well, no. I mean, that is appealing, isn't it? But well, it's going to have like Sigourney Weaver, but she's going to be playing a character of the same level that she did in the. She's sort of like a secondary, possibly tertiary sort of level character. But because she's there and it's science fiction, we feel comfortable going, oh, she knows how to do science fiction. This will be a good film. And then we go, Sigourney, how much did they pay you? But anyway, I think we'll have some unknowns, definitely. Who those will be, haven't got a clue. I don't know them yet. But yeah, I think that, and then CCH Pounder will be back. She's one of the Na'vi, and I love her because she was Claudette in The Shield, and she's going to play the headmistress of the low-income Na'vi school.
Okay. Wow.
The urban one.
We're losing people on Facebook. Never seen Bring It On. So not,
that's not my fault.
It's a mixed bag tonight. Don't worry. We'll be fine. We'll be here. I'm sure we'll be all right. Right. Prequels. Nat, it's your turn next, please.
I'm ready.
You ready? Good.
I am.
Try to reference films that people know.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine with this one.
Mention Star Wars.
Don't.
Dorothy Gale lives in Kansas.
There you go. Right, I'm going to put you a minute on the clock. You ready for this?
Okay. Yes.
Here we go. Away you go.
Okay, it's Belgium. It's the 1980s. Papa Smurf realizes that humans are destroying the Earth. He and Brainy Smurf create a spaceship and blast themselves and the remaining Smurfs into space, heading for Pandora, a planet that Brainy Smurf recognized as habitable. When they land, they find rather than their bodies dying due to the atmosphere, they thrive. And by the time it's 2155 or 54, whatever it is, they've evolved into the Na'vi, massive blue Smurfs who live in harmony with nature. But unbeknownst to them, Gargamel, the sworn enemy of the Smurfs and Illuminati member, encourages the humans, with help from Beyonce, obviously, to use their resources and discover this new planet and the unobtainium that is on there, so that they will go mine it and destroy the Smurfs planet forever.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay. Questions, please. Eddie, Phil.
Have you got the backing of the actual Illuminati, or is this sort of like Oh, okay. No, I can see. Definitely not.
No, they don't. They don't exist.
It is made by Natalie Smeaton's Owl Productions. Okay,
Yes,
I was just checking because obviously if it's just a bit of a laugh, then that'll be fine. But if it was real, I think that would be dangerous for the kids.
Eddie, I can't say too much because Beyonce is just off camera with a gun. So let's just leave it at that.
As always, right?
Yeah, she's always around here.
She's always around with a gun. She's been beasting before.
You won't have a problem with funding, though, if it's a film for the...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have the money to make that.
Dan Brown as well probably write a book about it. You know what he's like. You mentioned Illuminati.
Dan Brown's the Smurfs.
Dan Brown.
Phil,
the Blue Man looks at the heavy book.
Oh, you can have songs by the Blue Man Group as well, can't you?
I didn't consider that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, stick that in.
But you know what? The Smurfs have released their own records, so let's give them a chance first.
The Smurfs have released records. That is upsettingly true.
Sorry,
where
Phil.
are you all coming from? From Smurfland, where we belong. I believe that was one of their hits. Sorry, Phil. Go on. We're not letting.
Oh yeah, I am here, guys. I am here.
Oh, Phil. And another thing.
I've got a question, Natalie. Right?
Yeah.
You've mentioned Papa Smurf there, who's the leader of the Smurf community. Will it feature the other Smurfs, such as Brady, greedy, vanity, lazy, clumsy, hefty, dreamy, grouchy, and obviously don't forget the hot piece of ass that is Smurfette?
Well, Smurfette's going to come into things later in the sequel, but she does go. But yeah, actually, it's clumsy that almost ruins their plans because he presses the button he's not supposed to press. Yeah, and he almost blows the spaceship up instead of getting to Pandora. You know, It's all gaffes and hijinks on the way to space.
I'm interested in the
Go on.
I was just saying, was Smurfette not created by Gargamel as part of a trap?
Possibly, but she broke her programming and then
she did.
Yeah.
But the only female.
Do you mean in Smurf lore? Do you think is that like a Smurf legend?
I think that's Smurf lore. I think in the canon.
I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to spoil too much about my sequel, but we're gonna explore all that. That's all I'm saying.
Does that mean that in your sequel, that Gargamel?
We're getting viewers back.
Carrie's back on board. Does that mean that
keep up with the Smurfs? Oh,
Gargamel?
We're offline in now. Look at this.
Gargamel is going to make.
He's missed an S off there. Sorry, Eddie.
That's right. Gargamel is going to make a Smurfette avatar and just tart around the rest of the Smurfs.
Ooh.
Like showing her off and that. Well, he never gets.
Yeah, like, oh hello, oh I'm Smurfette, not Gargamel.
I like Phil's new Smurf, Breenie.
Breenie.
Is he somebody who's just like been in the sea a lot?
He's into cheese.
Yeah, just
cheese. Yeah, cheese.
Well, and all the Smurfs, like, they're named after what they do and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like Clerk.
Breenie just smells cheese
as well.
Numbery.
Yeah.
They're doing maths.
Oh dear. Right, it's time to vote. We've heard all your pitches, so we'll vote for your prequels first of all. There's a winner in each round. Don't forget, if you're on Facebook, you can join in later with us. Actually, you can join in now by voting, and then later on, put your Sherlock Holmes suggestions for us. So a new Sherlock Holmes title. Just leave them in the comments. We'll find them as we go. So you can vote now. I'll give you a quick recap. Robert De Niro's getting in my face there. Right, so let's go back through. So Phil's was set in 1986. Evans.
Chris, well done.
Thank you. He finds something called Ain't Coal, is it? Which is the new unobtainium.
It's called When It Ain't Coal, is it?
Right. Okay. Then there's a meteor shower that killed out the dinosaurs. Is this right? Then nuclear war starts, and then there's doom and gloom. So that's
Chris,
Phil's.
It doesn't matter. Your pitch never really enhances the story. So you just write.
So think about that one. Everybody on Facebook, get your votes in as we go. Eddie's was all about Grace, centered around the Navy school. There was a cheer squad, and then the big tree. There was a cheer competition, but our team came in second, I believe. But they learnt about themselves doing so. So
they did bring it. So
they did bring it. Right. They brought it on.
They brought it.
And then Nats was 1980s. Papa Smurf, all the Smurfs. Go to Pandora. Just put the turn into massive Smurfs. And then Gargamel caused a bit of a stink. Right then. So there are your pitches. Get voting on Facebook, and we'll have a look as we go with that. We can vote in the room. Who are we voting for? I'm going to vote straight away for Nats with the Smurfs.
Me too. Natalie.
Yeah, I'm going to as well.
Okay, clean sweep there.
I love Bring It On so much. I'm going to vote for Eddie.
Okay, so that's three for Nat, one for Eddie so far. Have we got any votes online? Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. One cheer for Eddie.
Cheer, like it, Anna.
Oh, yeah, nice, very good.
Thank you.
What else we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, we got another. Here we go. Murph's in it. There you go. Lovely. Okay, excellent. What else we got? Michael Forrest coming in. Here we go. Hello, Forrest. Nice to hear from you. Eddie smashed it with the Pride mashup. Yeah. And suggestion is Mrs. Forrest there as well, Michael? Have we got a vote from Mrs. Forrest?
It says 2 votes.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. 2 votes.
I'm guessing that's 1 each.
Oh, wait a minute. It is 1 each, so it's neck and neck. We've got some more coming in. Jake, Sean, Nat there. That's 5. That's in the lead. What else we got? Let's have a look.
Keeping it alive.
Oh, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. You all right?
Nice to see
you.
British accents help all versions.
Well, yes, they do, my dear. Come on, Chris. Go on, do it. Do your Roger Moore. You want to do it, don't you? Go on.
Well, thank you for the votes. That's very good. Everybody gets a vote from Lisa.
Sean
Then
Connery.
Chris only does cameos these days.
Right. So, Nat's won. Nat, you're in the lead there. You won.
Thanks, Dave.
Nice one.
You won. You
Shut
won.
up.
Why didn't I think of the Smurfs?
Because
See,
you're
if
too
you haven't-
bitter.
Because you didn't
too-
watch
yeah.
the film.
Yeah.
You
Because I
weren't
thought
fully
we were doing
inspired.
Taxi Driver, that's why.
You knew with plenty of time we weren't doing
We've
that.
had the-
I could have done a Smurf prequel of Taxi Driver.
We've had the advert up for a week, mate. Come on.
Yeah, we have. Right, we're going to move on.
I've blocked you all.
Let's move on to the sequels.
Yeah.
Right, don't forget, if you are on Facebook, leave us some suggestions for a new Sherlock Holmes film. We'll deal with them at the end. So it could be Sherlock Holmes and the case of the whatever you think. I don't know what. So let's move on to the sequels anyway. Eddie, we're going to start with you first. I'm going to put you a minute on the clock. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, away you go.
So this takes place fairly shortly after the first one. What happens is that all humanoid characters on Pandora decide to leave, and we don't follow them. We just have a nice 2-hour safari of the planets and all the creatures without any of the one-dimensional characters and hack storylines. So we just go around. It's sort of like being on one of those rides where it's mainly just you watching a video and then the chairs in the cinema move a bit. But all of the really lush and creative and interesting aspects of the film, which are all visual and some of them are sound, you get all of that. And none of the, hey, I might be the Marine guy, but I'm still going to do this. Hey, that Marine guy's out of control. Yeah, well, I'm the sergeant guy, and I think we got to kill everyone to get stuff. And I'm the corporate guy. We need money and not people. All of that is in the bin. Sorry, David Arquette. But you're in the bin, and we get to enjoy the nice, pretty view and fun animals.
Okay. Quite an impression-tastic experience, that.
Oh, yeah. Did you like my David Arquette? Hi, Phil.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
You're just waving.
Yeah, we've
Hello.
both got
We've all
questions.
got questions. We've all got questions. Go on.
Yeah.
We'll first come.
Would you consider having David Attenborough narrate?
You absolutely joking me.
I knew he was going to ask that.
Shut up.
Here we have the battered seagull. I don't know. That's just a made-up animal.
battered
That was my
seagull.
question.
Yeah, did you not see that in Avatar, Eddie? That was a big part. Did you not watch
I didn't
extras
see the bit where they went to the chip shop.
Pandora,
They're having a battered
anything will
seagull,
be in
you
it.
know. Okay, then. Is that single or supper? It's, yeah. Yes, I think.
I
think
don't know where from, Kerry. I don't know where you got that impression
Got the
from.
impression you're not a fan. And also, hang on, we got somebody slating my Roger Moore there. Michael again.
No, that was a specific film you rented from the internet there, Michael.
I don't know what Deputy Dog. What did Deputy Dog say?
Oh my darling, oh
Chris,
my darling,
just get over
El
it. You didn't like
Cabal.
your impression.
I'm not bothered.
That was El Cabal. That was different.
We're doing pictures.
I know.
Yeah.
Go on, keep going. So,
as far David Attenborough, yes, I would, because, and also this ties in because in America, apparently, Planet Earth, it was Sigourney Weaver that did the narration rather than David Attenborough.
That's why I asked that question.
Yep.
Liar.
So
what about
Sigourney Weaver might still be able to get a paycheck out of it, but yes, I think you could have, well, you'd choose it because you could just have like a sort of ASMR, sort of just sounds of the Navi Pandora rainforest thing going on, or you could have the info track on where he tells you about the lemurs with 4 arms and the other things.
I think
those
really
are
good.
stingbats or something.
It'd be really good if Chris Packham did it as well with these enunciation problems. There's some tough words.
Sort of roticism in it. Yes, that would. Yeah, it wouldn't be fair, but he'd manage. He wouldn't mind. I think it. Well, yeah. In fact, yeah, Chris Packham is allowed to be on it if he wants, as is they're allowed to go there.
Can you have them both on it like a tag team? Because no doubt it'll be a 5-hour film if Cameron's directing it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I
so
guess,
that Amber gets a bit like wary, and then he's run out of breath, and Packham comes in, and away they go.
Yeah, absolutely. Or Packham can be just in a little sort of like a hide looking for like a set of like Pandora badges to wake up or something. It'll be like Spring Watch. That'll be
right.
I reckon so.
Nat, have you got a question now that
No, because Phil
took
nicked
your
my
Attenborough
question.
one? It was a good question though. That you might have won him some votes though. You might have won him some votes.
Back on.
Right, okay. Let's have a look what's next. Nat, you're going to do your sequel next, please. I'll give you a minute on the clock.
Okay.
I've had a request. Hang on, one sec.
Oh, welcome to the Chris Lumb Impression Show. If you're watching in America, I can do them all.
I'll do it later. Go on, Nat, we'll get you a minute on the clock. I had to get that one in.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so the humans have left. Jake, who's now a Navi, has set up a hotel and spa for the New Earth tourists who like to come and stay for the full Navi experience, where they get like the bodies and everything. But one of these tourists is the corporate man, who was there the first time to mine it. And he smuggles in the Fraggles from Fraggle Rock with him so that they will burrow underneath the magic tree and begin to mine the unobtainium in secret. So unbeknownst to everyone, the Fraggles, sworn enemies of the Smurfs ever since the 1947 Smurf Wars, when lots of Fraggles and incidentally Wombles were killed in the crossfire, innocent, the Fraggles dig out so much unobtainium that the tree collapses on the spa, having had killed lots of the tourists, including the corporate guy. And as soon as the corporate guy is killed, the Fraggles realise that what they were doing was awful, and they make friends with the Navi, and they all live happily ever after.
Wow.
Without their big tree.
Without their big tree, which collapsed and killed many, including hopefully James Cameron.
I mean, it sounds happy. You're right.
Right, okay. Questions, please, for that. What have you got for her, Phil?
Could there be a very entertaining bit where, while Jake is sort of running this sort of hotel, one of the customers asks for a Waldorf salad, but ends up with like a weird little like Pandoran sort of like a sort of a verminy rodent in it or something? That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Or like, oh, don't mention the humans. I think I mentioned them once, but I got away with it. That'd be, and him getting like really over the top about it, getting really angry, going and hitting a spaceship with a shrub.
With a shrub, yeah. Trying to hide the dead body of one of the tourists who's already died in the tree collapse, and hiding it in the wardrobe. Yeah, I mean, we could have lots of hijinks like that.
You could have a really short Navi just go around not really speaking English very well, which is funny, ha ha ha.
Yeah, and he's actually on a student from another planet who's just there to get some work experience. Yeah.
I'm from Venus. Ha ha ha. I'm from Venus. Ha ha ha.
I'm assuming everybody will get that you're on about Faulty Towers, but I just like to spell things just in case.
I'm assuming everyone but Kerry will know.
I just think you've both gone mad, if not.
So I didn't get it.
we've actually got a question here. It's never happened before. Oh, will it be a musical now?
Well, actually, Kerry, that's a very good question, because it's very well known that the Fraggles do like to sing. We all know the cash scares away, where it's for, and we all know that song. So yeah, maybe we could have some.
You say cash cares away.
No, cast.
Oh,
cast.
Sorry.
Oh, you can cash them. Maybe it's a new thing the
Fraggles
do now.
Of everything.
Hang on a minute.
Do you know what, love? I've cashed my cares in and I'm moving to Algarve. Just cash my cares in.
I've got a question. And it's not the question I'm going to ask, but does Kerry get a question before me?
Just because
leave Kerry alone.
It popped up on here, and I just thought, let's get a bit more interactive.
You leave Kerry alone.
Pop her up after me.
She can do what she wants.
All right, Phil. All right, Phil.
I'm one of the stars of this show.
Okay.
Like the show has stars. Amazing.
I've got a question. Natalie, will this also feature the Doozers and the Gorgs from the Fraggles as well?
Do you think he'd be able to smuggle them in his space pants? Because that's where he smuggled the Fraggles in.
Probably the Doozers. I don't know about the Gorgs.
I mean, they've got to have Doozers, haven't they? Because it's the Doozers that get rid of all the... Like, I'm assuming they're bringing the unobtainium up. So, yeah, but maybe not the Gorgs, no.
Unless, of course, the Doozers are finally unionised. Which the Fraggles have always been very, very much against. It's pretty bad. Really.
When I was a kid, I felt sorry for Doozers because the Fraggles just ate all the stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, maybe they'll rise up against the
amazing.
Fraggle oppressors, and maybe entomb them underneath the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they should do a spin-off just called the Doozers. There you go, Chris. Pitch it.
Yeah, and they make spears out of the, the railings and stuff they used to make.
Yeah, yeah.
What did he say then? I missed that in bit.
Just said pitch it. You can pitch it.
Pitch it. No. Avatar this one. We'll get round to TV shows one day, I'm sure. We won't. Phil, you started a war now with Kerry. So I don't know why this whole show's about you and Kerry's war now. Right.
No.
Right. Let's move on. Here we go. Right, Phil, it's your turn, Mr. Limelight. We're going to turn everything off just for Phil's pitch. All right, you ready for this? I'm going to get you a minute on the clock. You ready, Phil?
Yes.
Away you go.
Right, after getting his legs back, but having to be a big blue Burke for the rest of his life, Jake decides he wants to return to Earth as he was before, but keep his avatar legs. So a new science allows this. He returns and he breaks all Olympic records because of his big blue inhuman legs, and goes on to be a great panelist on the 2154 version of Loose Women. Where Janet Street Porter is amazingly still a panelist, but looks more like a Navi than the Navis do. The whole sequel is like a good feel to it, like Blades of Glory underdog style, because Jake has to learn how to use his legs to begin with, and then he becomes a world champion athlete.
Okay.
There you go.
That was under a minute as well. Didn't go over. Okay.
I wrote that one on the toilet, and that was under a minute as well, to be honest. So I panicked.
That's some high fibre you're having in lockdown.
It's the only diet I swear by, Eddie.
A lot of people aren't understanding a lot of the references tonight.
Oh, Jake, I'm sorry. Fraggles are great. Go look on YouTube.
Is Jake very young?
Fraggle Rock.
Go and open up the old encyclopedia and you'll find tales of Requel.
Created by Jim Henson. God rest his soul.
Yes.
Bless him. Phil hates puppets. We established that the other week.
Yeah.
He does, yeah.
He thinks they're horrendous.
Yeah,
and he actually said he'd spit on Jim Henson if you ever saw him.
Which means his alibi for those crimes, which was that he was doing a Punch and Judy show, don't hold water anymore, Phil.
I've told you, I'm good friends with Cuddles, and he'll stick up for me.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh God, that was really sad.
This should just be called the Dated Reference Show, and we should just all come on and talk. We sound like old grandma and granddads here.
Do you know what?
When the TV used to have a show called Fraggle Rock.
Who remembers Bert Raccoon?
And then
I never thought I would live to see the day that Chris Lumb thought our references were too dated.
They are. I finally admitted it.
Finally. It's only taken 10 years, but all right.
Right. Wow. Anyway, it's time to your questions. You need to do your questions for Phil. Sorry.
Yes.
I want to know who's
going to let Kerry have a question.
She's gone silent now after you called her out.
Yeah. I want to know who's directing this feel-good movie, Phil. Who's directing it?
None other than Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. Oh, feel-good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He did a good job on The Man from U.N.C.L.E., so
everyone knows him as the Legs Man, and it flashes up with like the logo, Legs Man.
Yeah, and then slow motion of him running, or
yeah. And it's full of travellers and just Cockney geezers.
Will there be a bit where they put the emotional development in a sort of half-hearted montage like they do in the original?
It's very unlikely because Guy Ritchie cannot display emotion.
Oh, that's true. In that case, will there be a funny bit where he does the can-can?
There'll be a funny bit which is also borderline racist.
Although, mind you, with the indigenous coding of the Navi, it can't be more racist than the film Avatar. So
very true, very true. There's just the odd reference to those blue.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit.
Do you know what, Phil? This could be the timely film we need for today's great troubles.
I think so.
And I think it's up to you as a white filmmaker to make it.
What, Lumb Film Productions?
Oh, yeah.
I won't touch it.
No, I'm not surprised. I don't blame you in the least.
Right, did you both ask questions there? I've lost you now.
Yeah, well, I asked about the director.
The director,
yeah.
Gary.
And
Right, okay.
Feel good.
That's it, the feel-good factor.
Montage.
Let's have a look at comments a minute. Right, we're okay. Okay, it's time to vote. So let's do this. Right, I'll give you a quick recap. So Eddie's was the Pandora Safari, narrated by Attenborough, as we found out later, and Chris Packham
as well.
Yeah. Nat's was Humans Left. There's a hotel and spa on Pandora now. Fraggle. I put Fraggle Rock. So the Fraggles coming, don't they?
Yeah, the corporate man
Unobtainium.
brings Fraggles. Yeah.
Not the trio over, but then they make friends with the Smurfs at the end. Nice. And friendly. And then Doozers kill them all. Right. Okay. Phil's was Jake returns to Earth with his new avatar legs. He goes on loose swimming. Some reason, and then it's a real underdog story. So he's the champion.
He's an Olympic world champion, Chris. Let's get that correct.
Olympic world champion. I do apologise. Right then, so get your votes in on Facebook. We'll have a look at those in a minute. Let's vote on here. What do we think?
I'm gonna vote for Phil. I like an underdog.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm voting Natalie again because there's Fraggles and stuff. It's good, isn't it?
Thanks, Eddie.
You know what? I'm going to vote.
And there are no human characters. All for that.
I'm going to vote for Eddie's a gentle trip round Pandora.
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks so good. It looks so good, and it still looks amazing. Even though it's 11 years old or something now, it still looks so amazing. But the characters and plot are so woefully shit. It's just, if you took all of that stuff away, it would be quite something. But
Did you say you're voting for Eddie's as well, Phil?
I'm gonna vote for Eddie's only because I like Natalie's, but I feel like she's just using too much of old school shit.
Is it because he's Jim Henson and you hate puppets?
Because you did the Smurfs and then you thought, oh, what next? Let's do the Fraggles. That's what.
Whereas I'm using.
It is because you hate Jim Henson.
To be honest, though, that could have been a gamble because if nobody had liked the Smurfs, they wouldn't have liked the Fraggle one. So
Sure.
Do you know what,
and
Phil?
Also, I'm cheating by using the young, hip, and trendy David Attenborough. The kiddie favourite.
We've got some votes. Oh. Here we go. The votes are flying in now. Here we go. Let's do them in turn. Anna said, I am pro puppet. Vote for Nat.
Thank you, Anna. Yes, girl.
There you go. Okay. Oh, it's all coming in here.
Thank you, Kerry.
Oh,
yes,
my
Phil.
word.
You brought that on yourself.
I love our new voting system. It's so nice. Lisa, love Eddie's idea, but Nat's version wins. Oh my
God, of course Judi Dench could be in that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll never be passé. She's a national treasure. Absolutely.
She said she wants to play a supervillain. Ah.
She might be the only good bit in the Artemis Fowl film because she's playing Commander Root in a gender-flipped version of it. Although that film looks really bad. It might be good, but compared to the books, it's just anyway. We'll talk about that another time.
2 votes for Phil.
I'm sorry, Jake. I felt like I lost Jake when I mentioned Fraggles. Sorry, Jake.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Thank you, Janet.
Oh, one for Nat, one for Phil. Oh,
I did not.
Close this.
Pitching a nature documentary was a really bad idea tonight, wasn't it? Chris would watch it with a cup of tea, but apparently.
The Cirque du Soleil version is great. All the pretty stuff and no dumb dialogue. Is that the remake of Avatar?
I hope so. Oh yeah. They do a live performance of it. Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, is that at the theme park, or am I wrong? There's Avatar Land in.
There's an Avatar Land.
Magic Kingdom, Disney Magic Kingdom. There's Avatar Land, isn't there?
Do you know?
I'm glad I did my research.
All of the staff who work there, they play human colonizers. They literally play colonials, and they say, "Oh, before you came here, did you watch the documentary about our planet?" That's what they have to say.
Dear.
That's how they do it, and then you go around and you get your makeup done as a Navi, which always makes me think of Irishmen building roads. But
did you? Well, Nat had a bit of time at Disney, didn't you, Nat? You worked for Disney for a while.
I did, yeah.
Did you ever sell any Avatar merchandise?
No, I left just before Avatar happened and went to Mosh. I went just before Avatar happened, yeah. So.
Avatar is 20th Century Fox, wasn't it? So now it
was Fox, yeah, but Disney now owns everything.
Yeah.
Including you and me. Yeah. Yeah.
It was in the parks while it was still Fox, so that's weird. They must have known.
I think they probably hired. Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look.
We can talk about theme parks for a very long time.
We'll do a theme park special.
Phil,
talking about Avatar.
Phil, that was the most subtle I've seen you all
night. This episode's about Avatar, Phil. Can't think of talk about it.
Also, for whatever reason, it was the biggest grossing film ever for a while.
It was, yeah. Right then.
But there's a cultural weight to it,
Nat's won that round as well. That's 2 for Nat.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
It's everything to play for as we head into our Requel section.
What's your about, Nat?
Tell everyone what a Requel
is. It what
a Requel is, Chris.
Hang on, there's trouble in the midst here. Everybody calm down.
Phil's kicking off. That's what he's doing. Phil's I'm going to fight him.
I tried to speak and then everybody spoke. It's not my fault.
You must have felt like a big puppet.
Right, you've got the floor now, Phil. What would you like to say?
I'm just going to say I'm looking forward to Natalie's Requel and which children's characters it will contain.
Well, we'll find out now because we're in the Requel section, won't we? That's more civilized than us all, isn't it?
Shut up, Phil.
And I was going to say, why don't you define what a Requel is? Because we use the word a lot, but some people might not fully understand. So that was my suggestion.
A Requel is a remake or a reboot, whatever you choose to repurpose the film as. Phil just turned into a Navi before our very eyes, and it was lovely. I see you. I see you. Nobody will know what that means. I see you. That's in the film.
Phil, please put the not Robert De Niro mask on. The Robert De Niro mask on.
Hey, this is my forest. What are you doing here? Hey.
That's really quite wonderful.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh. Woo! I'm crying. Right. That was good, that. Well done, Phil. Right. Let's do this.
Just a little bit of effort and everything's 100% better,
Don't forget, keep those Sherlock Holmes films flying in. We've got none so far. We will get there, though. Okay, right. We're going to the Requel. So, Nat, you're up first, please.
All right. Yeah.
I'll put your minute on the clock. You ready for this?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a quicker one, this one. So...
Away you go.
Okay, so I'm going to cut at least an hour from the film because it's all going to come out of the montages. It's far too long. But I'm going to remake it as a gritty northern drama with the Navi as northern miners and the humans as Londoners. So it's just going to be a gritty northern kitchen sink drama about Londoners coming up and trying to steal our coal. Like what Gotcha did, and so on. Yeah. See, Phil? See?
There's a guest appearance for Bodger and Badger.
You mention Bodger and Badger every week. What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
he always does. He manages to shove it in every time.
It is weird.
I'm bidding on the Badger at the moment.
You are? Say that again.
Sorry?
Badger.
You're bidding
You're
for a
bidding
badger.
on the Badger. Is that like putting on the Ritz?
I don't agree with Badger bidding. I think it's disgusting.
Nice. Yeah, and Chris is right. That is disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Has Simon Bodger put the Badger on eBay?
He's dead.
Sorry?
So did his estate put it on eBay?
When did that happen?
Oh, a while ago, mate. Come on. Do you not get the Bodger and Badger annual
newsletter? Oh my God.
I've not paid my subscriptions to the membership for a while. They just cut me off.
Oh, yeah, dead.
The ruthless. Right, let's get some questions for Nat, please. Come on.
As far as directors go, who are you thinking?
Alan Bennett.
Alan Bennett to direct. Nice.
Yeah, just because I think he'll bring in an amusing Last of the Summer Wine vibe to what could be a very serious and gritty drama. Yeah.
I hope you note it.
I would hang on. Let me set you up, Eddie. Do you want to do your Alan Bennett impression?
I'll do my Alan Bennett impression, yeah.
Yeah.
So the other day I combined my genitals, which live in my braid, to the back of my horse, who also has genitals that live in a braid. Got to the shops and they were closed. Came back anyway. It's part of Alan Bennett's Navy Diaries. Yeah.
Very good. Phil, you got a question?
Would you consider somebody else other than Alan Bennett?
Well, you've already snapped up.
Sorry, did you just ask my question going except for Alan Bennett? Because I was assuming Ken Loach myself, but Alan Bennett's a great idea.
I don't know, maybe Tarantino would bring a fresh new angle to a gritty northern drama. Just be a lot of F words and Bible verses, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's
in between.
Maybe that church you go to.
Maybe get two directors, maybe get them both to direct the same film, and that one can direct the London sequences, one directs the northern.
Like the classic war film The Longest Day.
Oh, yes, that's
good. That'll be good.
Or like that Clint Eastwood one, what did he do? The World War II thing, he did 2 parts.
Oh, the battle, the Flags of Our Fathers and Battle of Iwo Jima.
That's the one, yep, they're the ones. Right. I think we've done all that.
We're just listing all films that have more creative merit than Avatar, so it's a shame, really.
Rita, Sue and Bob 2.
There you go. Yeah. Rita, Sue and Bob 2 and some Navi.
Hey, there's a good one for us to do, Chris. Rita, Sue and Bob 2.
Yeah, that'll bring in the crowds.
Yeah,
we said not to do Taxi Driver because we thought it was too old school.
Too niche,
so you want to do Rita, Sue and Bob too?
You wanted to do Super Mario?
I wanted to do Loch Ness with Ted Danson, the finest film ever made, but nobody would watch it. We're going to do that one week. I don't care if nobody watched it. We're doing it. Anyway, sorry. This is for after this.
Chris has either got a golden Nessie joke or an impression lined up for that.
No, I just love the film. Everybody watch Loch Ness with Ted Danson. Prepare yourself. We'll do it one week. I'll buy you all a copy.
You already did. You bought me a copy for Christmas one year.
Christmas, I bought them all the group a copy of Loch Ness with Ted Danson, and none of them watched it.
Mine don't work. I told you.
I was saving it for special.
Well, there will be a special occasion because we're going to do one of these. You can crack them open, and I'll ship Phil a copy through Amazon. Anyway, let's keep going. Right, Phil, it's your turn for your Avatar Requel. I forgot what film we're doing, and we haven't talked about it for ages. Right, we're still on track, don't worry. Okay,
I'm ready. Go on, Phil.
Come on, Phil. You ready?
Yes.
Go.
Okay. I don't need a full minute.
All right, okay.
It's basically going to be very, very similar in plot, nowhere near as long, but it's going to be done using stop-start animation, Wallace and Gromit style.
All right.
And I will leave that there with you.
Aardman Studios are doing this.
Yeah.
Stop. That's it?
Yes.
same film, Wallace and Gromit animation. Stop motion animation.
Yes. It's going to take a long time to do, Chris.
Stop. I like that.
Will there be a guest appearance from any of the Aardman loved characters?
Yes. Shaun the Sheep will be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Playing a
Painted
very
blue.
Yes.
Just in the background, yeah.
Like a Nana's hairdo.
Oh, lovely. A rinse, yeah.
Yeah. Shaun the Sheep's in it, yeah, and so is that big chicken with in the wrong trousers.
The evil chicken.
The penguin.
Yeah, the penguin. There's a penguin.
Oh, spoilers.
Is there a penguin or a chicken?
It's a penguin, but it does wear a glove that makes it look like a chicken.
It's got a rubber glove on. That's the joke.
Yeah.
I'd eat them both.
It's a puppet or something, isn't it? He won't watch it because it's not real, because he hates them, all of them. Yeah, sorry, bitter.
I like animation. I just don't like daft puppets.
Well, you just like the very sensible Badger from Podger and Badger.
Yeah, because you can relate to
The
him.
very
He's quite
grown
real.
up and sensible
He's very
one.
real. He talks about issues and stuff. He's very
Talks about mashed potato.
I like mashed potato.
Mashed potato
Literally,
is-
that's all he talks about.
Sometimes you get some lumps in your mashed potato.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what he
We've
says.
all been there.
And isn't that just like life? It's like Thought for the Day on Radio 4. He's like Badger Lionel Blue.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lumps in life, but other times you don't. Is that
Is that Alan Bennett again?
Yeah. No,
Sean
Alan
Connery.
Bennett starts like that, doesn't it? Oh, we've actually got some interesting Rita Sue and Bob too there.
I'm an innovator, Chris Lumb. I'm an innovator.
Yeah.
Good. Right. Okay. Have we asked all the questions, Eddie? I think you've got a question, haven't you?
So you're reducing the running time, obviously, due to the fact that it'll take a long time to make. What's your ideal running time, and what do you think is the most important elements of this film to emphasize?
I know you're
we're
trying
knocking
to
out.
trip me up already, knowing that I've not really watched it. But
What do you imagine would be the best bits to emphasize?
I think 15 minutes tops. Right.
Right. Okay.
And I think it will just start off with.
I agree with you. So yeah.
You know, start off with him having like squashed plasticine legs, and then they make him some. They just make it. He's made all blue, and then he's normal.
I'm so
That's
glad
it.
you watched
Okay,
it, Phil. I'm so glad you watched it.
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
Right. I think we'll move on from that.
Phil refuses to watch a film if the plane flies a bit too fast because it's like sci-fi now. I don't like it.
Very true, Eddie.
Do you not like CGI Phil characters? I know you hate puppets, so is that in the same category?
I did watch Avatar when it first came out, and
Right.
I'll be honest, it didn't do it for me. So I just thought I'm not going to watch it again,
I
regardless
wish
of
I'd
this
been
show.
that
I'm
forward
sorry.
thinking.
I'm sorry. I'm not forcing myself to do things. I'm not getting paid.
Shh, don't give away that this isn't a professional outfit.
Hey, you all get £1 after this if you play nice.
Well,
Told you that.
keep my quid. I'm not watching Avatar.
Right, let's move on. We got one more requel from Eddie, and then we'll do the
yes.
voting. So remember what you've heard so far. You ready for this?
Yeah,
Away you go.
again, don't worry about the minute. I'm going to be doing the same thing because I do understand that a huge number of people really, really dig this film. Beyond me, but okay, fine. That's okay. I like a lot of stuff people don't like as well. That's okay. So what I'm going to do, in deference to those people, I'm going to keep the film exactly as it is, except the animation, the CG is going to be replaced with the animation style from Aha's video for Take On Me.
All scratchy, like
Yeah, scratchy and pencil drawing. Yeah, and that's the style of animation throughout it, but the rest of it's going to be the same.
Is it going to be the same length then as well?
No. It's just the animation style. It's that sort of shaky, scratchy, hand-drawn sort of pencil comic book thing.
You couldn't watch 3 hours of that, could you either?
I wouldn't even try, but for the people who do like it, I'm making this for them, and then maybe they'll enjoy.
No, I mean 3 hours in that style.
It would send you insane.
It'd give you epilepsy.
But you asked me what I would do to it, and I would do that. So yeah.
Can I ask whether Aha would do the full soundtrack?
I mean, it seems unfair not to at least offer them first refusal on that, because I didn't actually mind the music. I thought the music was quite nice in it, actually. But if they wanted to synth it up a little bit and have Morton Harkett give it some over the top, yeah, I'm happy with that. Again, I'm not going to watch this film, so yeah, let them have it. 3 hours of improvised Aha jazz. Go for it, guys. Come on, let's.
I genuinely thought when you said I wanted doing in the animation style, I was expecting you to go like Hanna-Barbera or something like that, which would be brilliant. But
just rotating backgrounds, yeah, really cheap, yeah.
I didn't used to like Hanna-Barbera for that because cheap animation. I like Disney better. I liked Disney.
I like Warner Brothers the most because it was dynamic and sharp, and the same joke. Actually, yeah, put the Warner Brothers joke of them when he jumps off. There's a bit where he jumps off a off a cliff into a pool near a waterfall, and instead of him doing the like cross the arms, like falling into water properly, just have him like in the Warner Brothers cartoons, just really slowly becoming smaller and smaller and smaller.
Right. Okay.
Like Wile E. Coyote.
Nice. All right. Well, that's the end of the Requel. So it's time to vote. Everybody on Facebook, get your votes in for this. We'll scroll through them as we go, and I'll have a look. We've got some Sherlock Holmes entries now, which is good.
Oh, cool.
Else that'd have been the end of the show, pretty sharpish. That's always nice. Woo. So let's vote in here first. What have we got? What are we thinking?
I'm going to go.
Sorry. Hang on. I need to do the recaps. I knew I'd forgot something.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
That's what we were waiting for.
Sorry about that. I do make mistakes sometimes.
It's every week.
You're doing fine, love. You're doing fine.
Keep going.
No, do you know what? F the haters, Chris. F them.
Do you know what? I like this movie. I don't care what any of you say. It's got a special place right there. Right there.
On your nipple?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where he got his Navi tattoo.
It is. Right,
he got live life love on his nipple and Navi. Live life lum. That's what he's got.
That's what I got, yeah. Right, then, Requel recap then. Oh, did you see what I did there? Right, so Nats was a Great Northern miners and Londoners come up to steal the coal, directed by Alan Bennett. Phil's was a stop-start animation.
A new style of animation.
With basically all the admin animation.
You start it, don't you? That's how it works.
Yeah, you're right, Phil. You're right.
It makes it sound like musical statues. It's really
So it's admin animation, basically, all the characters thrown in there. I once met Nick Park, is it, from admin animation? I once met him. He was a lovely man. I've got to say that.
Good.
Great.
Yeah,
that's very nice.
There you go.
Yeah. It's reassuring.
Very nice, very nice. And then Eddie's was basically the Take On Me music video for the length. No, it won't.
But for 3 hours, telling the story of Avatar, yeah,
in that style. Okay, let's go to the votes then. So let's vote in here first while we let the Facebook catch up with us.
3 times Natalie now I'm voting for because
thanks, Eddie.
That sounds good.
I'm going to vote for Eddie because I want to see an AHA soundtrack scratchy animation version. That sounds great.
I've just got an image of animators just throwing themselves out of 15th story windows, just having gone insane.
I shall vote. I'm a sucker for an 80s song, so Eddie.
Fair enough.
It's got to be that 80s soundtrack.
Gotta be.
Get your hair cut, Phil.
I know.
Hippie.
I can't. I'm not allowed. What's Chris fell asleep? Has he died like in Weekend at Bernie's?
I think. I think he's frozen.
Quick, bring in the emergency host.
Hello.
Welcome to the Prequel Requel, where we all fight to host the show.
Right. Right. Guess what Chris was saying about the audience, right? He was proper slagging you off, right? He was going like, "Oh, I can't believe they are so shit at watching, right? This is how they watch it. That's the faces they all make. They all do that when they watch it, right?
He definitely said that. Yeah.
Right. Now that Chris is not in it, right? When he comes back, I want you all to comment. I bet that was a new pair of trousers. Just randomly, just keep commenting. I bet that was a new pair of trousers for when Chris comes back in, right? I reckon that is a good thing. So, oh, Avatar is happening.
Oh, Avatar was absolutely.
Oh,
here he is.
Hello, Chris. Welcome back to the Avatar.
We panicked there. Did you keep going? Did that keep going? Oh my god!
Yeah. I thought you'd had a seizure or something. You were just stuck like that.
My the connection just went, the actual cable.
No.
So luckily we're back then. Woo!
Thank you. Oh my god!
Never happened before. I didn't know if it'd stay on because I'm the main thing, but that's fine. We're back.
Oh, are you? Oh, I see. Oh,
I mean, I'm the main connector here. So
okay.
Thanks for keeping it going. I'm sure you were coming up with lovely gold while I was gone. I'll watch that bit later.
Mate, I don't think there has ever been 3 people better at comedy without you there. I think it was just.
I felt we flourished, Eddie. Did you think we flourished? I thought we flourished.
I felt like a natural woman. I felt brilliant. I felt absolutely amazing. It was so good.
I'll be changing my trousers later, by the way, because I think I just soiled myself when that happened. So I just thought I'd let you all know that. Right then. Anyway, where did we get to? We were voting, weren't we?
Yeah.
So 1 vote for Nat, 1 vote for Eddie so far in the room. Yep. I'm going to vote for Nat as well with the gritty Northern. Liked it.
Thanks, mate.
Do you see how flawlessly we just got straight back into it there, as if nothing's happened? Who's not voted for?
I voted for Eddie for the 80s soundtrack, and I just want to thank you all this week for voting for me. Because none of you bastards sent me 1 vote this week. So you can all.
I'm sure you got voted for.
I think I voted for you at one point.
Oh, sorry, I take it back. Okay. Natalie's my friend. She voted.
You got loads of votes. You got loads of votes. Oh, he's such a prima donna.
I'm on about my fellow panelists.
You are such a baby. I am.
You already said you hated the film. I mean, what else are we supposed to do? Right, let's have a look at our votes on here. Hang on, let me scroll back a bit. I'm
unhappy.
I'm trying to find where it starts the voting now. Oh, come on. Where are we? Sorry. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Let's have a look. Eddie Prince, the man after my own. Oh, very nice. Okay.
I like that.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Please.
What else we got? Oh, Lisa. Here we go.
Oh,
Nat wins
thanks.
again. Oh.
Yes, nice. Lisa. Northerners do prevail. That's absolutely right. And if you want Clive Owen, I'll get you Clive Owen.
Thanks for sticking with us, Lisa. I know that our accents will be a bit like, she'll be like, what are you on about? What is all this stuff going on?
I love Lisa.
Even if the North doesn't win, it will remember.
I just want Lisa to know that I am the most Northern here.
Oh, Phil, you've got a vote. Look, there you go. You can
see. I'm a vote. It's a pity vote.
Oh, hang on. Not over yet. He's got another pity
vote.
You better watch yourself, sister.
There are more fans of Start Stop out there than you thought, Phil.
Oh, here we go. It's coming back up here.
Thank you, Thank you.
And Kerry's nipped in with a stop starting, Phil. Come on, give over it. You know, knock it off, Phil. Vote from Jake there for Phil. You're getting a few votes now, Phil. That's all right, mate. I think that's all the votes there. So, Nat, you've done it again. Nat. Clean sweep of the board this evening. You won every single round. Did you hear that, Phil? Nat's won every single round this evening.
He can't take the mask off because he's crying.
Shall I see who came last in every round this evening? You'd like to know those figures?
Yeah, who came last?
No, it's not him. It
was me. I came last in most of them.
Yeah. Right, it's time to move on. Oh dear. Right, I think he's found his new thing for every week now. He's going to come on in a mask, surely.
Just ask Robert De Niro, irrespective of the film.
I thought we were going to meet the fuckers.
Right, it's time for our lovely audience to join in now with this bit. So we've got some Sherlock Holmes suggestions for you guys to look at and talk about and see if you can come up with a story for them. We've got a few people on about Butcher and Badger still on the comments, which is open the right thing there. Let's start at the top then. Let's go as we came on. Sherlock Holmes' cat has got the cream.
Was he destroying evidence?
Possibly.
Oh, I think this could be the Bawdy carry-on version of it, and he's actually talking about Irene Adler's pussy has got the cream. So you've got like Sid James as Holmes, and you've got Breslaw as Watson.
Carry on, Sherlock.
Babs Windsor as Irene Adler. Kenneth Williams as Moriarty, obviously. I think that'd be good. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. And the cat's got the cream, and that's all. It's all like ooh,
I think this would also work though in the Are You Being Served? Because Mrs. Slocum's pussy was in Are You Being Served?
Oh, it was. So maybe it featured heavily in Are You Being Served?
Yeah, Mrs. Slocum's pussy was all over Are You Being Served? So maybe that cast could be.
Oh, at least watching in America, these are all innuendo humor from British.
I'm so sorry.
They got Are You Being Served over there, PBS and stuff.
You know what pussy means?
Thanks, Robert.
Thanks. Yeah, cheers, Bobby. Hey, Bobby, what's French for Vava Boom?
Don't you be talking
Bobby.
to me, Frenchie, you pussy.
Right, Robert, we've got one for you here. Sherlock Holmes and the Missing Mashed Potato guest starring Badger. Go on.
Brilliant.
They probably did a sketch, surely, in the history of Bodger and Badger about Sherlock Holmes. Surely.
There will have been some missing mashed potato, and he will have put on a deer stalker and got a magnifying glass. No doubt. And maybe had a meerschaum pipe full of mashed potato.
Yeah.
And Moriarty could be played by Paul Chuckle.
Paul Chuckle, yeah.
Would they ever go from mashed potato to instant mash, or is that like never to be spoken of?
No.
That'll be
Badger will never touch Smash. Never.
Actually, that would be a good one. Badger could become addicted. He's there with a needle sticking out of his arm with instant mash and a 7% solution, like Sherlock Holmes. He's just there, just injecting it. It's just like an opium den or something.
Are you saying Smash is like Badger's methadone?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah. If he can't get the hard-boiled stuff, he needs to get the prefab. Yeah.
From his mash dealer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are different types of potatoes different grades? Like, what's a roasty compared to a smash? This is what I need to know.
Well, I mean, a roasty. I mean, you have to work pretty hard. That's like a crack rock.
Yeah, that's a class there.
We've got.
It's like a cricket bat to the forehead. Just like whoa. Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes and the broken copy of Loch Ness. No.
And that's my copy. My copy was broken, Chris. You gave me one broken? That was. Well, when you gave me, you could hear it like wiggling about in the box. It wasn't pressed in. So when I opened it,
I bet you did. Oh, you did open it. All right.
I did open it, and it had scratched. It scratched because it had been fannying around in the box.
It accidentally got scratched by a pair of scissors after you opened it.
Like this.
It had clearly been owned by a man, left-handed, who's been attempting to open it whilst under the influence of cough syrup. All the evidence is quite plain there, Watson. Have a look.
We've got one from Bob who's still on our prequel sequel account signing in on this. So looks like we've put that. Hello, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Shout out to Bob. Sherlock Holmes for sale.
Has he lost everything? Is he selling himself on the docks now?
You could have Sherlock Holmes under the hammer.
Oh, hang on a minute. You've been looking at Facebook. He's been reading Facebook.
Honestly, I didn't see that. Honestly.
Is that like...
He can't see anything. He's got a mask on.
Wow, that's uncanny then.
That is. Okay. It's just an obvious.
We've got quite a lot here. Hang on. Sherlock Holmes hired Scooby-Doo. Bit of a crossover there.
Classic crossover. It's like the Harlem Globetrotters and Batman. Yeah. The next thing to cross over with Scooby-Doo.
Let's get out of here, Holmes.
Would Scrappy be in that as well? I mean, is there a place for Scrappy-Doo?
There is a place for Scrappy-Doo, but it's not nice to talk about.
I'm going down these in order, so we'll try and get through all. Sherlock Holmes and his brother Eamon, crime file.
Oh, Eamon Holmes. Oh, no. Right, this would be the evidence. Would it be there, right, Sherlock? This would be the evidence here. So maybe we can, we'll talk about that coming up at 10:30. At 11:15, we're going to be talking to Moriarty about what it might be like to be the Prince of Crime.
Stop talking, Ruth.
Ruth, shut up. Shut up, you woman.
Do you want to hear me quick Eamon story? I once did a gig.
Yeah.
I once did a gig, and the lady in charge of the booking thing, she said to me, she goes, we've got a celebrity guest tonight who's at the event doing some talking. She says, Eamon Holmes. And I went, oh, great. Who's the celebrity?
Oh.
And her face dropped. I thought,
you're shit, so big time, Chris Lumb.
I know. We're naughty on it, and I thought I'm not getting paid now. But
no.
Did you get paid?
I did. I got paid.
Get your money. Good.
A third of what Eamon Holmes got.
That was pretty handsome then. Yeah.
What else we got here? Sean the Sheep with the blue rinse. Vote Phil. That's from earlier.
You've had that earlier on.
I'm going down them all. It puts the comments all over the place. I'm doing it. Hang on. I'm doing it. We've got some more. Here we got. The Misadventures of Sherlock Holmes and What's-Its.
What is the misadventure? Is he putting them in places they shouldn't be put?
I imagine he's probably got bored of solving crimes and is committing them, but he didn't realise in his big coat He's got a big bag of Watsits just hanging out, and there's just a trail being left, and Watson has to follow the trail of cheesy snacks and work out that it's actually his old friend and housemate, Sherlock Holmes, the only man clever enough to do all of these crimes.
I wouldn't have had him down as a what's it kind of a guy. I think he's more of a Doritos eater, Sherlock Holmes.
No, Quavers.
Quavers, really?
Yeah. He likes his music as well, doesn't he?
He does like music, so Quaver would make sense. That's true, yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Until they invent a crisp called a minim.
Or a treble clef.
That's nice too.
Yeah. Sherlock Holmes' long-lost younger brother, Persimmon. Persimmon, sorry.
Persimmon. Aren't they? They're a rather lovely fruit, aren't they, persimmon?
I have no idea what a persimmon is.
Persimmon Holmes. Is this some type of funny play on words here? So we sound like an idiot whoever said it.
Yeah, we know what it means, Michael.
I don't know what you're on about, Michael.
He might clear it up in a minute. He'll tell us in a minute, I'm sure. Right, let's have a look. They're talking about my trousers needed changing, so I clapped myself out.
I wonder why they all started writing that.
Here we go. Let's get it back.
There was a bit of time when you weren't on the stream.
Sherlock Holmes.
Some clever boy might have told him to write it.
I'll watch that later. I'm going to watch that missing section. That's my case file that's missing tonight. I'm going to watch that. Sherlock Holmes, grounds of the coffee mill. Go.
Well, Sherlock Holmes is, above all things, a man who requires constant stimulus, including stimulation from coffee. So, first thing in the morning, he makes himself a big cafetiere, pours out the first cup, and something is awry. He looks at the bag, he analyzes them, he realizes it was decaf. Who's trying to slow him down? Who's trying to make him less energetic? The Prince of Crime himself, Moriarty, is just bothering him by swapping his preferences. He goes to the fridge, it's not gold top, semi-skimmed, he can't stand it.
Okay.
And because Phil has never read a book, he has to mess around.
I'm sorry, Eddie, I was trying to listen, but Phil was just making me
Coming up after this program, you've got chatting with Robert De Niro till 2 a.m. See how long you can keep it going. Ask Robert. Steve reckons he'd eat kettle chips. He's posh. Is that something I missed when you lot were all?
What about the what's it earlier on?
We were talking about what snack he had, yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking everything's what you were talking about now. Oh, here we go. Persimmon Holmes. That's not an explanation. No, that's not an explanation. I think that's all the Sherlock Holmes things for the evening. We got quite a lot there, considering usually we only get a few, so that's nice. Thank you for joining in there. Well, I think we have come to the end of the show this evening.
Oh.
I know we've gone a little bit over due to my technical difficulties, but that's fine. I'm sure nobody will say about that.
I don't know about anyone else, but I think that might have been my favourite bit of the show.
Yeah, I've never run so fast in weeks.
That is the bit that will go down in history.
Yeah. Did it just freeze, or did you see me come back and go, "Fucking hell"?
You just froze like this, Chris, for like 5 minutes like that.
It was really
because
weird.
your eyes were down, it looked like you might have just had a massive heart attack and just.
All right. Well, hopefully,
like,
what happened again?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to wrap it up before it goes again because I'm getting nervous now. Right then, so thank you so much for joining in on Facebook Live and putting your comments. We can't do this without you. Obviously, we love your suggestions and voting. That's so nice here. So give yourselves a round of applause wherever you are. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks to our lovely panel here for joining in, as always. Next Saturday, we are doing The Lost Boys, a bit of a classic for you. Hopefully, these guys will watch it.
Next Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, I'm losing it. And the
Next
audience
Sunday,
choice.
we're doing The Lost Boys, which Phil is going to claim we said Carlito's Way.
Yes,
So-
we will, yeah. So watch
I
out
think
for
you'll
that.
find that is Al Pacino, not Robert De Niro. Eddie.
Yeah. So
It's still not The Lost Boys either way.
it's not. Sunday night, 8:00, The Lost Boys will be back for that. And also the audience choice next week is we're looking for a new Muppet film. So get your thinking caps on for that. Join us on Facebook Live, 8 o'clock. We'll all be here again, same panel, and we'll do that. So lastly, we'll do some shout outs before we go. So first of all, I want to do a shout out to Geek Retreat in Leeds, who support this show. They did a nice post this week for us. We've done a couple of shows there as well. You can see them in our backlog shows on the site, on the Facebook page. The videos are on there, filmed at Geek Retreat in Leeds. So thank you very much. As always, shout out to the Georgian Theatre in Stockton as well. They always support all our shows we do and give us a big shout out for them. So that's lovely. Thank you so much for that. Guys, have you got anything to plug this week, Phil or De Niro?
Wednesday, new episode of TED Talks, the Ted Hankey podcast goes out. You can get it on my Facebook page, Ted Hankey, or you can go to tedhankey.com, and it's all free. It's all for free.
Nat, have you got anything for us?
No.
No. You can see Nat, as always, in our Discount Comedy Checkout shows that are on Friday nights. Every Friday night, we put a new show up that's been pre-recorded that we've never shown before, 8 o'clock on Discount Comedy Checkout Facebook page. Eddie, what have you got for us?
There's IC News, the satirical podcast, the current affairs thing, and also I'm going to be involved in a new podcast, and I'm newly involved in it. It's called Fire Breathing Kittens. It's a weekly, I think, Dungeons and Dragons role-playing podcast, and I'm going to be playing a character called Scrape in it coming up. It'll be a few months before I'm in it, but have a listen now. It's really fun if you like roleplay, D&D, that kind of thing. So yeah, Fire Breathing Kittens.
Excellent. And as always, we're still running our Star Wars remake. What we're asking people to do is email us in at prequelsequelrequel@hotmail.com. We send you a page of the Star Wars script. You remake it on lockdown. I know things are easing up now, but make it with your family. We're getting lots of entries for that. Send it back and we'll have a premiere of it on Facebook when we've cobbled the film back together. There's still lots of pages left. Had a lot of great entries, some really funny stuff coming back, loads of creative things. I'm going to put some images up from them so people can look at them as well. But other than that, we'll see you again next week on Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Thanks for joining us, as always. We'll see you again soon. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Bye.